Hello guys, welcome to my channel AddaIQ. In this video, I will discuss the concept of data interpretation. Okay, in data interpretation, I will discuss the concept of pie chart. So in this video, I will discuss some important points of pie charts, and also I will discuss two important questions of pie charts. Okay, let us discuss one by one. So here there are four important points of pie chart. The first point is a pie chart is a type of graph that represents the data in the circular graph. It is very straightforward. If there is any data, then the whole data will be represented into the one circle. Okay. The next point is the chart is divided into sectors where each sector shows the relative size of each value. Okay, if suppose if there is four category of data, then each category will represent each sector. Okay, if there is four category of data, then there will be four sector in circle. Okay. The third point is the total value of the pie is always 100% or 360-degree. Okay, this is very important point. You should always observe, you should always keep in mind that the value in the pie chart is always either in percentage or in degree. If there is any question of pie chart, you will find the value of the pie chart either in percentage or in degree. You should always keep in mind this point. Okay, and the sum of the percentage is always 100%, and the sum of the degree is always 360-degree. Okay, this is always constant. The next point is the formula what we are going to use. So basically there are this basically we use the formula in four types. Like if we are going to convert the value in number into the value in degree. Okay, we can convert the value in number into the value in degree, then we will use this formula. If we will convert the value in number into the value in degree, then we will use this formula: given data upon total value of data into 360. Okay, if we will convert the value in number into the value in percentage, then we will use here 100 in place of 360. We will use here 100. We can also calculate the value in degree into the value in number. We can also convert. Okay, we can also convert the value in percentage into the value in number. Okay, let us take a very simple example. Let us take the population of animals in a city. Okay, let us, what is the data? Here we are taking the data population. Okay, population of animals, population of animals in a city. Let us consider total number of population of animal is 200. Okay, and let us take there are five types of animal: animal A, animal B. This is the name of the animal. There are five types: A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, and the number of animal A is 80. Okay, similarly number of animal B is 50. This is the value in number. Okay. Similarly, number of animal C is 40, and D and E is also given. If we will add these five number, this will sum into 200. Okay. So there are five types of animal. Now we want to represent these information, these data into the pie chart. So we will convert this number into percentage or this number into degree. Let us convert this number into percentage. Okay, let us convert this number into percentage. So what formula we will use? So 80, this is the value in number, and we will divide the total number. Total number is 200. Now this is the data with respect to 1. Okay, this is the fractional value. Fractional value is always calculated with respect to 1. Now we are going to calculate it in percentage, so we will multiply it by 100. If we will solve it, then divided by 4. 4 twos are 8 and 4 fives are 20 and 5. This will go into 20 times. This is the 40%. So the sector A, this is the sector A, sector is 40% of total values. Similarly, sector B can also be calculated, and the value number of population of animal B is 50, and we are going to convert into percentage. Then we will divide 50 by total number, this is 200, and multiply it by 100. Okay, if we will solve it, then we will get it 25%. The share of B is 25% of total values. Okay, similarly, we can solve the value of C, D, and E. Okay, here we are representing the data in percentage. Similarly, we can also represent the data in degree. So if we will represent the data in degree, then what formula we will use? We will divide the number 80 by 200 and we will multiply it by 360. If we will solve it, then we will get 4 2 are 8, 4 5 5 7s are 35 and 5 2s are, and this will evaluate into 144. So this is 144 degree. If we will use in place of percentage, if we are going to use the degree, then it will be 144. Similarly, the degree of B can also be calculated by the same formula. Now come to the next point. Here we are going to discuss two very important question of the pie chart. Okay, let us read the information given in the question. The following pie charts are showing the details about the revenues and expenditure of the five different sectors of Tata Group. Okay, so there are two types of pie chart which is given. The first pie chart is for revenue, and the second pie chart is for expenditure. And there are five types of sectors: sector A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, what is the first question? The question is calculate the profit of B. Calculate the profit of B. Okay, there is revenue and there is expenditure. If there is revenue and there is expenditure, then the profit will be revenue minus expenditure. We will always use this formula. Okay? Profit is equals to revenue minus expenditure. If we are going to calculate the profit of B, then profit of B will be equals to revenue of B minus expenditure of B. So, firstly, I have to calculate the revenue of B. So, revenue of B will be, here the number is given in degree. The revenue of B will be, this is the share of B is 80 degree. Okay. So here we have to convert the degree into the number. Okay. We are going to calculate the revenue of B in crores. It means we are going to convert the value of degree into the value of number. So this is the value of degree, 80 degree, and we will divide it by 360, and now it is the value with respect to 1, and the total value is 450. So we will multiply it by 450 and we will solve it. If we will solve it, we will get, you can cancel it by 9. 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are 36, and 80 can be cancelled by 4 20 times. This is 100. So the revenue of these 100 crores. Okay. Similarly, we can also calculate the expenditure of B. So how we will calculate the expenditure of B? The share of B is 100 degree. So the total degree is 360. So share of E in 1 will be 100 upon 360. So the share of E in 270 crores. The total expenditure is 270 crores. Okay, we will solve it. 9 for the 36 and 100 can be cancelled by 4 25 times. So it will be 75 crores. So the expenditure of B is 75 crores and the revenue of B is 100 crores. So the profit of B will be 100 minus 75. That will be 25 crores. Okay. So here the answer is 25 crores. Now come to the next question. The next question is, from which sector has the maximum and minimum profits incurred? There are five sectors: sector A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so we have to find out that which sector has the maximum profit, and second part of the question is which sector has the minimum profit. Okay, let us find which sector has the maximum profit. Maximum profit out of the five sector A, B, C, D, and E. Okay. Here we know that the formula of the profit is revenue minus expenditure. So if we want to maximize the profit, we have to increase the value of revenue and we have to decrease the value of expenditure. So we have to consider this point while solving the question. So here just observe the five sectors and the value of each sector, and similarly just observe the five sector in expenditure part and the value of each sector. Okay, just see the value of E. Okay, here the revenue of E is just 70 degree. Okay, the share of E in revenue is 70 degree, and the share of E in expenditure is 90 degree. Okay. Here you just see and you will find that here we are decreasing the revenue and increasing the expenditure. Okay, if you see the sector A, then here we are increasing the revenue and decreasing the expenditure. Okay, just observe these two sectors, firstly A and E sector. By looking, we can directly say that sector A will give the minimum profit comparison to sector A. Why? Because in sector E, we are decreasing the revenue and we are increasing the expenditure, while in sector A, we are increasing the revenue and decreasing the expenditure. So, the profit of A will be maximum, okay, compared to sector A. Similarly, you can rule out the sector D also, because here also we are decreasing the revenue and decreasing the expenditure. Similarly, you can rule out sector B also, because okay, the same, because of the same concept. You can rule out B also. So if you observe the graph, you can directly rule out sector B, sector D, and sector E, because here we are decreasing the revenue and increasing the expenditure. For that concept, we will get the minimum profit. Okay. Now here we have to maximize the profit, so we have to increase the revenue and decrease the expenditure. And just observe sector C. In sector C, we are increasing the revenue and decreasing the expenditure. So we have to focus only the two sectors, sector A and sector C. Okay. Now calculate the profit of sector A. The profit of sector A will be revenue of sector A. Revenue of sector A will be 120 divided by 360 into 450 minus expenditure of sector A, expenditure of sector A, the share of A is 80 degree, okay, 80 degree divided by total degree is 360, okay, into expenditure of sector A in crores, and here we will multiply it by 270. Total expenditure is 270. So here we will solve it. 9 5s are 45, 9 4s are. This is 150 minus 60. Okay, this is 90 crores. And you can also calculate the profit of sector C. So profit of sector C. So revenue of sector C will be 60 divided by 360 into 450 minus expenditure. Expenditure will be 50 divided by 360 into 270. Okay, you can solve it. 9 5s are 9 4s are. This is 15 times 75 minus this is 25. 25. You can cancel it by 2. 25 times, and this is 2 times. This is 75 by 2. Okay. 75 minus 75 by 2. 75 by 2. 37.5. Okay, here we are finding that the profit of A is maximum compared to profit of C. So here, what was the question? Which sector has the maximum profit? So sector A has the maximum profit. Okay. Now come to the next question. Next question was, which sector is the minimum profit? So you can rule out directly sector A and C, because this sector will give the maximum profit. So we will calculate only the sector profit of sector B and profit of sector D and profit of sector E. Okay. Now calculate the profit of sector B. Revenue of B. Revenue of B will be 80 divided by 360 into 45 minus expenditure of B 100 divided by 360 into 270. Okay. You can solve it. This is the 100. 100 minus 75, that will be 25 crores. So the profit of B will be 25 crores. Similarly, profit of D can be calculated. So revenue of D will be 30 upon 60, 30 upon 360 into 450 minus expenditure of D. The share of D is 40 degree. Okay, so the expenditure of D will be 40 divided by 360 into 270. Okay, you just solve it. Cancel it by 9. 9 5s are 45. 9 4s are 36. And you can cancel it by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 15s are 30. Okay, so 15 into 5. 75. 75 by 2 minus, just cancel it by 9. This is a 9 4s are 4. And this is 30. So 60, 15 by 2. 15 by 2 is 7.5. And the profit of D is 7.5 crores. Similarly, profit of E can be calculated. So revenue of E is 70 degree. So the revenue of E is 70 upon 360 into 450 minus expenditure of E. The share of E is 90 degree. Okay. So the expenditure of E will be 90 degree upon 360 degree into 270. Okay. You can solve it. Cancel it by 9. 5 are 9. 4 are, cancel it by 2. Okay. You multiply 35 by 5. So it will be 5 5s are 25, 5 carried 2, 5 3s are 15 to 17. So 175 by 2 minus multiply 45 by 3, it will be 3 5s are 15, 5 carry 1, 3 4s are 12, 1 30. So 175 minus 135, that is 40 by 2, that will be 20 crores. Okay, the profit of E is 20 crores and the profit of D is 7.5 crores. Profit of D is 25 crores. So here the profit of D is minimum, which is 7.5 crores. Okay, thank you guys.